What's up, Yu-Gi-Tubers? This is HarpyHunter89. I'm coming at you from the Duelist Den. Today's video is about the quote-unquote death of Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, this is a topic that first came up not too long ago with Dueling Network and DevPro being taken down off the sites, being shut down by a third party who owns the copyrights to the images of the cards. Since then, there have been several videos. A lot of people are talking about it. I actually am making this video in response to a couple of different videos. First, which is a video by Slaydra discussing the death of Yu-Gi-Oh! And then the second one was done by Mega Capital G discussing how Slaydra was, how his logic was flawed in all of this. Now, if you haven't seen those videos, I do encourage you to go over to Slaydra's channel, watch his video on the what's going on, and then go over to Mega Capital G's video and see what he has to say about it. Now, I'm not going to go into a lot of specifics, but pretty much what Slaydra is saying is that unless we get a very good mobile app or online game for Yu-Gi-Oh, then it's going to die off. He gave a lot of examples. He used this Google Trend Tracker thing. He showed some numbers for other YouTube channel or YouTube channels anyway that he says are dropping in their views and subscribers. Then you go over to Mega Capital G's video. It sort of counteracts all that. He points out that his views at least are up actually a little bit. The several other channels' views are up a little bit. He goes a lot more in depth with this. Now, Slaydra did say that he got a message from Konami saying that on August 18th that there will be a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Game coming out here in the TCG. I can't wait to see that. I'm kind of excited to see what that's about. Hopefully it will be big. But I'm actually just going to discuss my personal feelings about this. Now, as far as Yu-Gi-Oh! Dying as a game, like Mega Capital G said in his video, he thinks that it has plateaued. And I don't really find that surprising. I mean, every game, every card game, every video game, I mean, they have that plateau area. And I do think that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is going to get a big spike once this new game comes out, whatever it may be. And even if it doesn't, I don't think Yu-Gi-Oh! Is going to die. I mean, Konami does have several products slated to come out. I'm sure they do have several planned for next year as well. As far the World Championships, I mean, yeah, they didn't show the final round, but we don't really know why that is. At least I don't. You know, I've checked it a little bit. I haven't really gotten any clear answers. What I do know is that they did go into overtime, and for all we know, it could just be that the camera crews weren't allowed to work past a certain time or go into the overtime, so maybe they weren't able to record. I mean, we don't know what exactly happened there. As far as I know, Konami hasn't given any official statement as to why that was. But like I said, as far as Yu-Gi-Oh! Dying, I don't think it is. Mega Capital G subscribers are up. I mean, if you look at, if you watch his video, he even shows where the views for day 1 and 2. I mean, there was 500,000 views for day 2. And he showed those numbers. Slaydra said there was only like 400 or so, but he didn't show those numbers. Mega Capital G actually went in, he looked at the numbers, he showed them on his video that the numbers were up to almost 500,000. That's for day 2 alone. That's pretty impressive. In addition to that, Mega Capital G did make another video stating or showing facts that the most recent World Championship qualifiers had record-breaking numbers, and not just for the last few years. They had an all-time record-breaking number. So I don't think the game is dying, just based off of those numbers. And honestly, I'm not trying to bash Slaydra here, but I just don't think he wants to do Yu-Gi-Tube anymore. He's just trying to find an out to it. Now, in his video, his most recent one about the death of Yu-Gi-Oh!, he says that that's not the case. But I think he's just trying to figure out a new direction for his channel, to be honest with you. But as far as the game dying, I don't see it. I mean, back when I was in Telequal, I spent 2 years trying to get a Yu-Gi-Oh! Community going down there, and now we're seeing all time. You know, I'm not down there anymore because I'm up in New York right now for some family issues. My mother's having some medical So my mother's just having some issues. She needed someone up, one of her kids up here, so I came up here for a few months to help take care of her. But I do keep in touch with my good friend and Sam Cox from Team Bro Pyre and Sam Cox Yu-Gi-Oh! And they are right now going from 1 tournament a month up to 2, and we've only been doing these tournaments less than 6 months down Telequal, you know. And if we can start growing that community in the small town like Telequal. I mean, if you don't know how big Telequal is, just go online and look it up. I mean, compare it to cities such as Tulsa, Oklahoma, or New York City, stuff like that, and you'll see just how small Telequal actually is. And we are actually getting more and more people into the community down there in Telequal, and I just don't see. I mean, if a small area like that is starting to grow in the Yu-Gi-Oh community, I don't see how the big areas aren't growing either. Now, do I think we've hit a plateau? Yeah, probably. Do I think we can start seeing that plateau go up? Yeah, it is possible. Do I think Konami needs to reinvent the game a little bit? Yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah, we do get new mechanics and new rules every now and then. Like we got the new pendulum mechanic. We not too long ago got new rulings for multiple spell cards being active on the field at the same time. You know, just constantly reinventing the game, and Konami has shown that they can reinvent the game. They do keep reinventing the game. They keep coming out with new and more exciting stuff, and I just don't see how the game is dying. Do I think the numbers are going down? No. Are they going up a whole lot? Probably not. You know, they're not really going up a lot, but you know, they are holding steady. They are holding their own. And in Mega Capital G's video, he in one of his videos anyway on the subject, he compared the Yu-Gi-Oh! Championship numbers to Magic the Gathering and Pokemon, and those, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, those are the big three as far as TCGs are concerned. He compared the Yu-Gi-Oh! Numbers to them, and we are holding steady with them. We are even, well, we're higher than Pokemon. Granted, we're not as high as Magic, but then Magic has been around a lot longer than Yu-Gi-Oh! But we are fighting head to head, and we are just staying right up there with them. You know, so as far as the game dying, it's not gonna happen. You know, at least not anytime soon. I mean, yeah, it's inevitable. Every game dies eventually. That's inevitable. It's a fact you all have to face. I hate to say it, considering I spent half of my life devoted to this game. But do I think it's going to happen anytime soon? No, I don't. It's not going to happen. You know, and as far as this game coming out on August 18th, we don't have any information about it. You know, we do know it's coming out, but as for what it's going to be, how it's going to be, I don't know. As far as speculation, I would like to see something, maybe like a virtual reality type thing. I mean, we do have the VR simulators, goggles and stuff like that, and that technology is boosted off a lot. And we do have people on YouTube with videos showing that they have created VR Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff. And I think if Konami's dedicated the time and money into a project like that, it could be big. And even if it's not, even if it's something like a mobile version, like something like Pokemon Go, for example, that would still bring big numbers of people to this game. Now, as far as Slaydra doing that whole Google Trends thing, that just means that people aren't looking up Yu-Gi-Oh! On Google. I mean, that doesn't really reflect exactly how the game is going, or how the game is progressing, or if it's growing or declining or anything like that. It just shows the number of people who are searching for it. And honestly, you know, Digimon gets more searches, and you know, that could just be that, you know, not a lot of people know what Digimon are, so they're searching it up. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like a big major world thing. I mean, people who know nothing about TCGs know what Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic and Pokemon are. Even though they've never played the game, they've never done any searches on it, they, more than likely, they know at least 1 or 2 people that play the game or know anything about it. So the searches on the Google Trends search, that could just be that people aren't searching for Yu-Gi-Oh! Because they already know what it is, you know. You already, you know, more than likely, you know, you can go on YouTube. I mean, you can get better information about Yu-Gi-Oh! From YouTube than you can Google search, to be honest with you. But anyway, those are just my thoughts and opinions. I don't think Yu-Gi-Oh's dying. It's probably plateaued, but you know, every game does that, like I said earlier. In the comment section below, let me know what you think about whether Yu-Gi-Oh's dying. I'd like to know. I would also like to know what you think this new game that's coming out next month is going to be about. Also, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, tell your friends about the channel. Until next time, this is Harpy Hunter 89 signing off.